Hey Libra, welcome to your August 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. Just a quick reminder, these are general readings, so take what resonates and discard the rest. If you would like a personalized reading, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links below. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, I have some discounts. So when you head over to my website, take a look at those. So we've been on this theme with you about being a powerful part of creating your own future, creating your own experience, your own feelings within that experience, and whether or not you think it's a positive one or it's one that that you're frustrated by or you feel like is negative. So I'm curious to see how the cards are going to reflect that for us. I'm just kind of getting the sense of a bit of a blockage with you all, either not wanting to share that with other people, not wanting to really feel it yourself, or maybe just moving too fast and not really being able to find the opportunities to settle down enough, quiet your mind, quiet the body, release some of the negative thoughts and feelings. And this could also be just, toxins in general. I mean, the more I'm reading about how much we are bombarded, we're just bombarded with so many things in our bodies that affect our systems, affect how our central nervous system responds, affects how our bodies recover. Everything from lack of sleep to things interfering with our sleep. So I feel like there's a blockage that's not necessarily, of your own making. It's things kind of coming at you and you're processing as fast as you can and then filtering and then going off to the next thing. And so it's just really challenging for you to feel like you're in this creative, innovative, co-creator kind of space. So let's see if there's any additional information the angels have for us in the cards, and then I can also go through a few suggestions. Again, I'm not a therapist or an MD or a psychologist, obviously, but there can be some simple ways that we can help heal ourselves and the body as we're working with divine guidance. 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So as we're dealing with, these challenges and in trying to co-create and in trying to feel like we're really moving forward, some things that can be occurring can feel to you like they're stopgaps or they're obstacles, or they didn't work out, or they actually sent you back. And the reality is that there can be a lot of positive movement, but because you're expecting to see something else, you don't see the positive in the situation that is occurring for you. So, this could be just, and I'm throwing out random examples here, but, you don't get that promotion at work, and it turns out the department that you're in needs more work on a specific project that you actually love doing. Like, that's the only reason that you're still there, is because that's giving you some life. Or you're going back to school and you got in late for, this specific concentration or this specific major, and you're not sure you're going to be able to get to it, but the other one that they have was your first choice, or it was one that you loved when you were, a kid, and now you might get an opportunity to do it again. So it's a blessing. These are blessings in disguise. These are silver linings that are really challenging for us to see. A relationship doesn't work out, and the simple answer is that's because somebody different, better, and more attuned to who you are and who you're becoming is in the pipeline. So again, really challenging to see in the moment. I get that. 5 is also the number of change. So to me, this card represents things that are going to change with or without your blessing, with or without your support, and with or without your going with the flow. So in a lot of cases, it's best to just kind of go with it and see the positive in the situation and ride the wave, ride the element of water, go with the flow, be that, that person that says, I'm not going to try to swim up current. I'm not going to try to force my will against nature because nature always wins. What I am going to try to do is see what the benefit could be for me and what the positive is in this particular situation. The other thing, just kind of going back to health and going back to releasing some negativity, wanting something to happen the way that you want it to happen. And I'm guilty of this. Everybody's guilty of this. So this is not like a character flaw. This is not like something you have to, I have to rid myself of doing this and being this way. We're all this way. This is a human nature kind of thing, in my opinion, unless you just zen out all day and, you do nothing but meditate. And that is some of that resistance to what's happening can become toxic in our bodies, and it can become, like a negative thought pattern instead of, yep, that happened for a reason. I have no idea what the reason is. Here's the reason I'm going to give myself today. Maybe I'll find out the reason, in a week or a month or a year later. But there's usually something that we can pull out of a negative situation and see the positive in it. And sometimes when we find it, sometimes when we let that thing come to us, it's actually pretty major. It's not just a little thing. It's just that it was buried underneath all these conversations we've had with ourselves about the way things are supposed to go. And if they don't, it means something's wrong. The Hermit, you get Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Okay, so I said, unless you spend all day meditating, and then we get a meditation card. Shows you what I know. So, yeah, I mean, this is saying, have you taken enough time to really decompress, to sit back, to honor what it is that you have, acknowledge and be in gratitude of, the things that are around you right now, or are you moving too fast? And like I said, I think this goes back to just being bombarded with life, being bombarded with schedules and responsibilities and people, and everybody needs something. And this is just saying you would benefit from spending some time alone and getting back in touch with your inner voice. Again, this is a card of meditation, and it doesn't have to be an hour a day and all day. It's, you can start off with 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes a day. It's really just about being silent, trying to be silent when thoughts take over, when thoughts want to, they want to own our existence. And what I think the angels are saying here is they want you to experience the joy that comes from being in the truth of your own core of who you are, and the heart of who you are. And that's the difference between being alone and doing that and being lonely. So part of your concern or fear may be, I don't want to be by myself. I like being around people. I like being around my family, and all that's great. And having responsibilities and taking kids to soccer and, going out with your significant other for dinner and all that. I'm not saying stop doing those things, but having designated significant time for just yourself to decompress and take it as a, you know, as a spiritual getaway, you know, a short getaway where you're trying to get in touch with the inner wisdom for yourself so that you can then relay the information that you're getting to other people. It's going to benefit other people to have you be as clear-minded as possible. So this can be you clearing your mind so you can give others good advice, or maybe you need to find your own mentor so that you can, you know, go through the next steps of, you know, the phase of your life and what it is that you want to discover. You know, reevaluating your plans, going out on a short spiritual quest, if you will. So just reconsider what time you're spending in that frame of mind, having that as a reference. And are you spending enough time to get back in touch with who you are, to release negativity, and to find your center again? 9 of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. This is a beautiful card, though. So you know, a lot of what you could be going through as well could be that you're sensing things moving very quickly, and you are, you know, kind of trying to not, you know, sometimes when we keep ourselves super busy, it's a way to deflect from what's really going on, because when you're really super busy with, you know, any number of things that are on your agenda, on your calendar, you can ignore situations that you either sense are coming or that you don't want to deal with. So, I mean, you know, you've been working hard. You know that there's been a lot to show for your efforts. You just want to continue to take care of yourself, take care of your health, and understand, again, that things that are coming at you can be intense, because that's just the energy that we're dealing with in the world today, you know, from every possible angle. So every morning, consider, as you're starting your day, just to ask God and your angels and the fairies to protect you from negativity, protect you from negative people, negative energies, and know that you are absolutely up for the responsibilities that are before you. And you don't have to keep running in order to prove that. You don't have to do constantly in order to prove that. You just being, and again, this goes back to meditating and taking that time for peace and taking that time for quiet. You just being is valuable. You being here is important. So it's also a card that reflects environmentalists. So if you've got concerns, you know, this is a card of protection. And this also goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Things that we're getting bombarded with from the environment, plastics. Try to, you know, just do a little research if you're not, you know, fully sure about all the ways that you could be, you know, consuming plastic unnecessarily. It's in everything. It's, you know, detergents, pesticides, the chemicals in our food, the um, heavy metal overloads. I mean, it's just like I said, it's just predominant in our societies, regardless of where you live. And, you know, obviously some have challenges in certain areas than, more so than others, but really no matter where we are in the world, we're dealing with some level of pollution or toxicity. So just consider ways, where you can research ways to help clean your body and your environment um, from toxins, and add to that energy. So negative energies, negative people, negative entertainment, things that we're entertained by today. And again, I think this is human nature. We're all guilty of it. They can be things that are certainly fun or funny in some respects, but they really don't do anything to lift us up, make us feel better, or give us any kind of joy. It's just a temporary release from some of the instability and insanity in some cases that we're dealing with. So just, it's just always a good idea to take a look at, what you've got going on in your lives, for the benefit of you and the people around you. So, I know this card also has preparing for challenges that lie ahead, but it's not really about being paranoid about things that are coming. To me, it's more about making yourself as strong as possible so that anything that comes into your life, you've got one more shore of resistance up to handle something that, we're all going to be challenged with surprises. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. So yeah, injecting some fun into your life, making your meditation time fun, making the time that you do spend with family and friends and significant others, creating more opportunity to have fun in those moments. I think it's going to be very beneficial. I can't remember the quote on laughter, but I think there's a pretty good quote about how important laughter is to our health, and and getting fresh air and being out in nature, having an appreciation for plant and animal life. And I think you all are at that place where you're needing more of that. So that's not going to be a stretch for you, but it's just the amount of self-discovery you can get from enjoying, life as it's flowing, enjoying some of the ways that you're reconnecting with yourself is going to be really powerful. And your animal is the moose. You know what is best for you. Yeah, so this is saying, like, you are the authority on yourself, and if you need more time to yourself. I mean, if what I've been saying is resonating, or if you feel like, nope, I'm good. I don't need any more downtime. I don't need any more alone time. So what is it that you need? Is it that you need 10 or 15 minutes in the morning? Is it, 10 or 15 minutes at night? Do you need time to sit by the water? Do you need time to be near the trees? People can pressure you, but it's really our own conditioning and our own fears that can get the best of us. And it's up to us to make choices that resonate for us and give us greater freedom. So you know, trusting your inner guidance above and beyond anything that I'm saying or anything that anybody else says. You know, but if something that you're hearing is resonating, you know, you're hearing somebody in your family say, I'd really like for us to spend more time, you know, playing or being outside, and that resonates, but you're pushing that away because you've got a lot of responsibilities at work, or you feel like that's downtime that you don't have time to spend, you know, just reconsider when it might be useful to listen to that, because your intuition and, you know, the guidance that you're getting is going to fit what's right for you. And you know, you're the ultimate voice of authority on what is right for you and the people that are important to you. So yeah, all I'm suggesting is, if you keep hearing kind of the same message from multiple people and multiple you know, parts of your life, then it could be valuable to take a look at, you know, some of these themes that we've talked about, and it could be worthwhile to explore some of them. I think the ultimate exploration here is self-discovery and figuring out what there is that you need at this point and what you need to re-energize and lift you up so that you can continue to do that for others. All right, Libra, I hope that was valuable. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.